In this video, I'm going to start a series on image manipulation. And eventually we're going to lead this into computer vision, but we're going to start simple. I'm learning at the same time, and that's what I love about doing these videos, is it gives me a chance to explore new areas that may or may not come up in contracting jobs that I'm working on. So let's talk about, there are different ways to represent images, and those ways make it easier or harder to do certain manipulations. So to start with, most images that you're dealing with are in RGB. And what that means is they have three different arrays, one for the red pixels, one for the green pixels, and one for the blue pixels. And then when it puts it up on the screen, those pixels combine to give you the colors that you see in the image. Now, there are other ways of representing images. One of them is CEILAB, and what it has instead of red, green, and blue is it has luminance, then red, green, and blue, yellow values. And put together, these give you the same representation, although in a different format. So they're easier colors to see, harder colors to see, but it sure makes it easier to manipulate the either taking the color out or changing the luminance, the brightness of that image. So we're going to use SK Image library. There's probably, dozens of ways to do this, but we're going to stick with SK Image and matplotlib to output the images. So here are the libraries that we're importing, which is image read, and then we've got two important ones here, RGB to lab. So that takes an RGB image, it turns it into a CEILAB image, and then the reverse, lab to RGB. And then we've just got our good old plot from matplotlib. And I'm going to read in a tropical hummingbird that I found, and that's going to be our base image. And so it's just, IM read, and then the pathway to it. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to convert from RGB over to the lab space. And that gives us image 1. Now, here, what we're doing is we're taking the first and second, which is really the second and third pixel ranges, and setting them to 0, which basically eliminates all the color. And then we're going to convert it back to RGB so we can put it on the screen. And down here, we're going to plot it out with the figure size of 20 by 10. We're using subplot with, one row of two images. The first one's going to be the original. And then the second is the one with all the color drained out. And here you get a really nice grayscale image. Okay, so what is the second form of manipulation that the lab space makes easy? Well, it's changing the luminance, that first array. And so here what we're going to do is we're taking that image and we're going to increase the luminance in the first image, and then we're going to decrease the luminance in the second one. And the way we do that is by that first value, which is the 0th array, and just adding 20 to all the values. So we're just increasing the luminance in the first part of the image information. And again, we're going to plot this out, and here we have a brighter image and a darker image. And so that's it. I mean, it's very simple to use the CEILAB representation to either drain all color out or to manipulate the amount of luminance or brightness in your image. Hope that was helpful, and looking forward to seeing you in more videos. Please subscribe if you haven't and hit that like button. It definitely helps me build an audience here, and I look forward to doing many more videos.